think people really need to be getting their energies aligned and their perspectives changed. Because this upload is going to be about things that have been going on very close to where I'm living now. So there's been a guy who lives zero point 0.7 miles from me who's got a 13-year sentence for molesting other people's children under the age of 10 years old. There's been a grooming ring been busted where 14-year-old girls have been getting raped multiple times in the next borough. But yet these people wanted to come for me and my kids because I'm abundant. Because we, like, for what? Like, how does that, in what part of what universe in the entire cosmos does that make sense now? So these people that are getting crumbs, breadcrumbs to follow me up and down, maybe they should have been try to bring justice for these people's children who are getting sexually assaulted. So there's rapes, there's child molestations going on, but yet these karmics next door, upstairs, all over, they want to be focusing their energy on bringing me down and affecting me and my kids and our livelihoods and our lives. Like, how does that make sense? It just doesn't really make sense to me. People are putting way too much of their energy into other beings. Now, if it's not your own kids, if it's not your own bloodline, it kind of has to be the reflection of what you see in the mirror. It's like, how can you be focusing your energy on the next man or the next being because they're abundant or for whatever reason? If it's high vibratory, oh, fair enough. But a lot of these beings are putting their time, energy, and focus for dark gains and sinister deeds. It's like these paedophiles about. These people go and try and bring the paedophiles down. Do you know what I'm saying? This paedophile that got a 13 less than 2 weeks ago, he lives 0.7 miles from me, and I'm back in Ewart. And getting the attention I'm getting. Do you know? It's like, and then in the next borough, there's been a grooming ring. Like, young girls are getting raped. Like, other people's daughters, other people's children are getting sexually molested. But they're not abundant, are they? So doesn't matter, leave them. Like, realign your perspective. Yeah, it's bizarre to me. It's bizarre to me, and I'm sure it's going to be bizarre to most people who have basic level of morals. How can it not be? For you to come for me and my bloodline and my babies to do death spells when we're just existing and not affecting anyone else's existence negatively, but yet you want to leave them to rape other kids and sexually assault children under the age of 10. For me, you're condoning that. It has to be deemed as condoning that. So it's paramount for you to be focusing your energy on your reflection, on what you see in the mirror. But if you're not going to be doing that, it needs to be more aimed at the dark of the world. Because if you're a toxic being, you're worthless in the eyes of God. It's as simple as that. Now, I'm not saying I don't subscribe to toxicity from time to time, as we all do, but if that's your nature, yeah, you're gonna get removed. Like I say, this is the big cleanse. This is the big cleanse of not just the planet. This is the big cleanse of ourselves. This is the time now to be cleansing ourselves. So realign your perspective. You know, it's like these monsters flying about, sexual predators, but yet you want to be doing kitchen spells and kitchen spells on a full moon for me and my kids. Really though? Really though? And in relation to these deaths, what's been happening around there, I scroll through a lot. I scroll through the obituaries a lot. I scroll through the local newses a lot. And a lot of these deaths recently have been deemed being treated as not suspicious. And it's like, well, was there like there's multiple, like I said, Kyle, it's been pure droppages. It's been pure droppages. But a lot of them, it's like they kind of try to cover it up by giving it being treated. The coroner is treating it as not suspicious. It's like, well, did they overdose? Was there drugs in the system? Was there alcohol in the system? Were there lacerations on the body? Were they in trouble with people that would have wanted to murder them? But maybe it's just the universe that's just plucked them, or maybe it's just I don't know. It could be the local news who are intertwined with the police and they don't want certain things out. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But there's been a lot of bodies, there's a lot of funerals been happening, and a lot of deaths, and they're getting treated as not suspicious. For me, I think it's extremely suspicious. You know, was there any serious underlying health conditions to these recent passings, or was it just the universe saying, right, your time is up? So who knows? Who knows? But it's kind of bonkers what the stuff that's going on. So this is a super quick upload, and it's for the beings around there in this vicinity that have been putting overtime with me, overtime physically, energetically, financially, resourcefully. They've been putting overtime because I'm abundant. It's like, well, because I have spiritual gifts. It's like, well, I don't know. It's crazy, but the universe says, you know, times are weird. Focus on what you can control. You know, and times are very weird now. It's I don't know. It's nuts. It's nuts what's going on now. But it's just one of them. So it's a super quick upload. And then I jump off now. But this is kind of like directed to the people in this vicinity. It's like, whoa, these paedophiles about. These people touching other people's kids sexually under the age of 10. 0.7 miles this kid used to live from me. He's got a 13 shoved up him. And there's been a gang of groomers, you know, raping multiple counts of rape on all on the Reds, 14-year-old girls. Like, wow, what's going on? But my baby's there. I just try to live, just like where I'm trying to live. But yeah, you are coming for me and mine. Yo, realign your perspective, man. Realign it. It's not right. It's not right. It's. Can you argue with that? Is there any being now that's watching this that can argue with that? I don't know. It's something to stew over anyway. Food for thought. So yeah, I'm out. And love and light to the beings of God as always. Come on, man. You know the dance. And to the beings of Archon, his time's ticking. And I can't wait to be literally doing the floss on your shit. Looking at your headstone and laughing. Feeling sorry for you at the same time, but you know, these were your actions, what got you plucked out of existence. So it is what it is.